Well, good morning. It's George here, George Slackegg from the channel George Slackegg. Handle is the one and only. Where I am this morning, it's springtime, but it's still chilly. It's Edmonton, Alberta. That's my town where I live. And this place is called the Accidental Beach. It's a place where I like to fly my drone because I can basically step onto the river. I'm less restricted. The airspace is safe to go here. And today the weather is almost exceptional. I mean, it's sunny. There's hardly any wind at all. The KP index, which is something I just learned preparing for my drone licenses, is low today. It's at 2, which is low. So the conditions for flying the drone are basically ideal, and it is even kind of pretty here. Now, in recent weeks I haven't been doing any drone videos, and I tell you what the reason is. Because I have a flight review coming up. So whenever I was flying my drone, instead of trying to capture something nice and sharing stuff with you, I've been practicing getting my flights right, getting my checklists in order, all the stuff you get evaluated by. I have bought a few things that I didn't have before. I made a homemade landing pad, which will help me take off and land from surfaces like this, I'm basically standing on melting ice. And today I just come here to perhaps practice guessing my distance a little bit. And but look at the river. I mean, let me turn this around. Have a look at the river. I mean, there's the ice is floating. And now we have the new bridge here, the Tawatina Bridge. They're beautiful reflections. I mean, this is an ideal scenario to get a little flight in, I think. There are some people on the bridge, which I have to watch out for. I have to stay 30 meters away from people. So I have to watch out for that. And on the other side of me, there's also a lot of ice, so I should actually fly out that way and then come back away from the light. I mean, look at this. These ice formations there. So let me just get my drone ready, and then I'll be showing you more of this beautiful river. And we're ready to go. Just hovering a little bit here. Make sure all the functions are working as they're supposed to. Which they are. Yeah, it's beeping because of the obstacle avoidance. Gotta be careful with the geese here too. I'm at 10 meters altitude above the water, and I'm just about 400 meters away from my launch point. at 79 meters of altitude, which is safe altitude that'll allow me to clear the bridge. I can hear an airplane, so I gotta kind of try to locate that. I'm bringing her back. So the sunlight is pretty harsh here right now, but it's still beautiful. I hope you enjoyed my little excursion. Didn't do too much in terms of practicing. I just kind of come here and go for the footage. I mean, right now we got ice on the river, and I could probably do a whole lot more, but I should have showed up a little bit earlier in the morning, because now we got kind of busy aircraft traffic here. So I mean, I could wait a little bit and launch again, and I don't know. There are two things here that bother me this morning. Number one, say aircraft. There's like probably the fourth one right now. It's up there. And then for flying low above this ice, it's also the birds. I don't want to scare the birds. I don't want to hurt a bird. I don't want to get attacked by a bird. So, you know, I've done my thing, and I think I'm going to pack this up and go home. Maybe I'm going to do some more flying for practice later this afternoon at a different spot. And well, let's see. I'll keep you posted on how my flight review next week is going, because that's what's coming up. And that's what's kind of holding me back from, I mean, nothing's holding me back. It's just, I am right now dead set, determined on getting my advanced drone license. And I've been slowly but surely preparing all the material, preparing myself. And I have to be honest with you, I still forget certain things. Sometimes I forget to check the weather when I have the opportunity. When I'm in the checklist, it's too late. You know, you have to do that beforehand. So it's still organizational things. I hope by next weekend I'll get these down to a T, and I also hope that next Sunday morning the weather is just like that. And the flight review is not going to be here. I won't record stuff there because I'll be focusing entirely on flying the drone, controlling it, doing all my necessary procedures, checklists, that kind of thing. And then I'll share with you how that went during the week after that. I hope you'll join me for that, and I hope it turns out good, because it's a little bit nerve-wracking, I'll be honest with you. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up, and by the way, I'm flying the DJI Air 2S. That's a drone you need a license for. It's heavier than 250 grams, but it also has some clear advantages. But the disadvantage is that you have more things to worry about, like those procedures and this kind of thing. I'll leave a link in the description. This is a fantastic drone. It is way more stable in the air than your mini drone, and the camera has a 1-inch sensor. Superb.